I did not want to make this video, but I have no other choice. Hello, everybody. It's me, Lindsay Rogers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this is not going to be posted on the Wrestling Fan vlog. This is going to be posted here. This vlog. This YouTube channel. Anyway, I wanted to address something that made me upset. And I don't know if this is really what's going on, but I'm starting to have doubts. You see, last night while I was watching some YouTube videos, my Instagram notifications go off, and I thought, crazy enough, I went to check and I see an icon of Riho, the All Elite Wrestling Women's Champion. Instead, it wasn't. It was a fake one. But what's worse than that is, this fake Riho Instagram account decides to follow my account that I use when I'm going out to dinner or if I'm shopping. It's also known as my personal, but anyway, yes, apparently this fake Riho account followed my Lindsay Rogers Instagram account, not my Lindsay Starr Instagram account, which I do follow the real Riho on there. And I could tell, despite that she is not verified, I don't know why, but I don't know why, but anyway, I wish she was verified, but just saying. But I can tell is because I follow other pro wrestlers there as well, and apparently Rio's Instagram account has more than a couple hundred. And what's worse than this is this fake Riho, I'm starting to doubt, because how do I put this? This is so weird already. You see, it gives me your recommendations to follow, though. And I don't know why, but I'm starting to have some doubts that I don't know why, but it gave me a name that I thought I have not seen since my days in community college. And I'm like, please don't get me this skepticism. And I'm like, no. So yes, even though I tweeted out, even though I cropped it, but I'm starting to feel so septic, because whoever created this fake Riho account is me connected to this crazy Asian girl. Well, no, she is being like a girl. She's really being so ridiculous. And I know this sounds sounds like I'm saying something that is kind of racist, but it isn't. Because I know that Riho is Japanese. I mean, seriously. Even though she's the All Elite Wrestling Women's Champion, she is from Japan. And, and plus, plus, the only two people who I think she considers friends is Kenny Omega and and Emi Sakura, who has frequently had been on an AEW Dynamite, sorry, All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, and and also she also runs her own promotion called Gato Move. Henceforth, why I see that both Riho and Emily both have this underscore, and then it says GTMV, meaning it's got to move. Anyway, so and all right, so where was I? Right, about this fake Riho and also some other, and also I guess I can explain more. So about the fake Riho, I don't know, it felt so weird, but this recommendations, I was like, oh jeez. And I don't like this, but I don't know why. Usually when I have, and when I'm going to say this silly, but not really silly, but usually if I have usually when a fake account in pro wrestlers, usually by ones who make a fake Sheamus, Sheamus or Cesaro, usually they come after me when I leave a comment on the real Sheamus or the real Cesaro, and I'm like, yup. But this big Riho, I didn't, and believe me, and here's this, and I know that I did not leave a comment on Riho's page, but this happened fast, so suddenly. And because of that, and because of the recommendations, it's just starting to make me feel doubt that whoever created this might connect to this girl. And the reason why I prefer to call her the girl, because she's not acting like a real woman, okay? Anyway, she was, and I guess I'll have to explain. The person who this individual, this, I don't know, Asian chick, I don't know if she's Chinese or Korean, but I think for the sake of it, she's Chinese, I believe. So we're going to refer to her as Jessica. Anyway, she was used to be a classmate of mine because, I was taking classes in community college, and it was my second year, I believe, or third year. For the sake of this, I think it was my second year. All right, I don't know. It's I'm starting to feel like my mother. Okay, even though that's not true. But what happened was, it was my second year of community college. I mean, I was hoping things would go well, but at the same time, I don't know what happened, but there was Jessica, and I want to be just friends with her because I have no way of pursuing romance with any of my classmates, and I just was trying to focus, get through these college courses and stuff because it's really stressful. Anyway, so, you know, I just want to be friends with her. And it's got what happened was one day, I don't know what happened. No, I do know what happened. I just don't know what beside started to happen. But what happened was I guess I was ready to, go home, and something was really wrong. Um, no, yeah, or was it that I was heading off to another class? No, I think I was ready to go home. What happened was I was approached by Jessica, and she was freaked out, and it has to deal with another classmate. We'll call him Mike. Anyway, now I don't know what happened, but she came up to me and told me that she was being stalked by him. And I'm like, okay. And it was very, very weird. But I tried my best being a friend to her and finding out that she told me this. So I walked with her to make sure she's safe. Even though at that time I don't know why I do that, but if I had my if I had my smartness now back then, I would know that I would confront him and talk to both of them. And if she starts to run away with this, I would say, you know what, we're gonna have to talk to. I'm gonna have to talk to our. I have to talk to our professor about this. In this, in the, and but it was just too weird, heard already because of it. Now understand that we were part of this program, and and it got and it's and even though I should have spoke to um the this I should have spoke to the person who was in charge of this and um told her that there was something going wrong, but instead I didn't. And because I falled for this, we had we were trying to, it was felt so weird, but I don't know why, why it felt weird, but it did. And I don't know if she put him up. Now the only thing that's just made me think is, did she put up did she put this up to him and try to get to my attention? Because if that's the case, then I'm very upset that two of my former friends would do this to me. Hey, just because they both want to pursue more than being friends, even though I didn't want to. So, anyway, so apparently we go too far as to we passed another student who suggested we should go to security. So we did, and then of course the next day they found the person who was in charge of this program got mad at us. And even though they'll try to say, "Oh, we're not mad," I'm like, "Yeah, you were mad." I mean, what should I do? What should I do? I mean, I'm the one who's a little more understanding than those two. Oh, I mean, seriously. See, but instead, I think she said that you should have came to us. I'm like, really? Like, you're not open, and this happened afterwards. Well, anyway, I was nearly upset about that, and I try not to be upset, but I mean, what should I do with these two? Who? Anyway, so after that incident happened, and then another we got in so much. I think it happened that day or the next day, but what happened was, turns out Mike, he says that I was getting I was talking to him on, I'm gonna say this because I do not like this, but what happened was, I was taught Mike was decided to talk to me on the AOL chat, or uh instant messenger, and suddenly he was acting kind of weird, and I don't know why. But when I print out the chat so I can take this to talk to one of my professors about this, my mother got worried. She called in that program's head and told her that she was worried about me. And I'm like, oh, great. And even though I was kind of embarrassed because she said that, and I went to go get breakfast. But instantly I got in and started to get breakfast. My mother called in, and she called in one of her friend who's part of this program, and told her boss, and then her and she, even though she was in charge, she and a security guard, actually not just a security guard, it was the head of the security, came to me, and they wanted to talk to me. And I had the chat messages, and I was good, and I told them what happened, and I explained that even though I was going to go talk to my professor, and I was going to see what she would say. Turns out they were very concerned about me. And even though I was not, even though, oh, I don't know what was wrong with this, but apparently when they when they read the message, when they saw the chat, and to be honest with you, in the chat it was just disturbing messages, and I was going to go and confront it, and I was going to speak to my professor, and the two of us would confront Mike. But instead, the person who discharged this program and the head of the security decided to intervene and then called the police. And I felt like they did. I think that was a wise thing to do. However, there was something went completely wrong, and I don't know why, but my skepticism had ended up happening, but this has happened way after. But anyway, so, and because of this, I had a former friend. Her name is Sam, and she was also a classmate. Anyway, she and I are kind of friends because the one thing that we really like is pro wrestling. Anyway, she also had noticed that how strange, she also noticed how strange it was when when she noticed this Jessica acting so ridiculous, and she confronted Jessica, and we both started to doubt that she was one, and this is the reason why she wanted to be and made me think that she wanted to become more than friends. And even though I don't, and don't get me wrong, don't be mean about this, but to say that I do not, it's just that it's not what I want. I know it's ridiculous and so weird, but understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, so she noticed, and it was just too weird. And the weirdest part is, after, and so that's what happened. But somehow, I don't know. It's so okay. So back to about this whole entire investigation, the chat and stuff, and it turns out Mike got hacked, and I was like, really? So it was revealed that he got hacked, and then the police, and then of course police came in. They asked me what was going on, and they just want to make sure that if I'm not the one faking this, and I wasn't. I mean, and then they had to analyze this. They found out he got hacked, and then next thing you know, I find out from my friend Sam, that my former friend Sam, that she was being, that she did this, and she had to pay money or go to jail. And I'm like, there's no way she did that. And even though, truth be told, I'd never been told what really happened, and if it was her. Because if it was her, I mean, how? How's that to be? I mean, she's not that smart or enough to know how to hack. But because of this, nobody mentioned to me the investigation and how this happened. Even though I felt so nervous, even though to the truth about this is, I just don't know why. But if that's what she told me, and that's what the end results, then there's something fishy going on. Because after that, I wanted to talk. I really wanted to hang out with her. Being friends ends because of stress and whatnot. And next thing you know, I tried to talk to her and call her, and I think she was trying to avoid the matter, because of this. And when my mom had found out, she told me do not be friends with her anymore. And I said, okay, fine. So I blocked her, and then from my phone, and then apparently on Facebook. And but and I will say this, it was weird. And the weirdest part was that I will say this is, even though despite I blocked her off of Facebook, uh, she made another their Facebook account. Despite I did not want to deal with her. I mean, she was really trying to avoid this subject. So, because of that, I blocked her again, and she created another one, and she did this I think 3 to 4 more times. I don't know how many times she did this, but but since then, I mean, she hasn't. But since that happened, and and this happened after more than a couple of times, and it was a couple of years later. But after that, that was the last thing I had heard of her. However, now I'm starting to feel so septic, and despite of what happened in my past, this now I get feel so weird that somebody created a fake Riho account and started to follow my Lindsay Rogers Instagram account and not my Lindsay Star our Instagram account. Because that's what all these fake Cesaros and fake Seamuses had done. But I just But now I just wondering, why would somebody create a fake Riho? But and now it's just made me think that it may be Jessica. And I don't know if I don't know. I feel like part of me wants to go and contact the police who investigated this incident that happened years ago and find out the result. And if they said it was, and if it was my former friend Sam, then I would tell them to reopen it again and excluded her and start investigating Jessica and her family. Because if this is true, there is something fishy going on. And I don't know why. I mean, I just don't know why my past is haunting me. Eh, eh. Despite I despite I have not talked to Jessica in years. I don't know how the heck they figured out I like Riho, even though she's one of my favorite female wrestlers. There's because I am a fan of hers, but this is way too suspicious. And despite of this, I don't know why that nobody has. And now this is just bringing me back to Riho. Now I feel like I want either Tony Khan, Cody, or Brandy Rhodes, or Kenny Omega, or even though they're not on Twitter but on Instagram, Nick and that Jackson. I want to know why Riho is not verified on Instagram, but at the same time, you know, I'm just starting to freak out about this. And the only person who may understand about this, despite I revealed the information, is my friend Rich. I showed him the full screenshot, even though I had to crop it out because I'm not sure, but it's just making me feel very upset and very uncomfortable what just happened. All right, that's it. I'm not gonna ask for any likes, aches, or aches. But if you want to, that's fine. But just make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on, and I will let you know if there's any changes happen. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Probably on twitch.tv/Miss Lindsay Star. I'm probably going to do some Fortnite and Minecraft. Have Bedrock Edition. That means I'm on my phone. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!